Catch a snook. This is where they call him Snook down here, isn't it?
Snook.
Snook.
Isn't that a rapper? Snook Doggy Dog?
Yeah, that's it. It was a little windy for us to head offshore today, so what we've done, we've come back in the creeks right now when we're fishing with live bait, where we're gonna get out there on the wrecks and start tossing out a bunch of live bait. But as you can see, it is a little bit windy here today. Oh, I'm gonna get that one.
Did you see that one?
Listen to that one.
Oh,
You mean right there?
right there. What a cast. Oh,
Come on, Mr. Snook. Got a nice big fat pilchard for you.
is this a G-rated shell?
Oh, look out.
Oh,
Look out.
I like the way you're talking there.
Oh, come on.
Come on, turd, swim. Sneaky that way, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, now's my shot.
Now it's your shot.
He's still on that point, Blair.
What's that?
He's still right here. Problem is the bait won't swim underneath those trees. Look at that. Oh, man.
What's that?
He's all over it in there. Snook's trying to eat this.
There he is. You gonna get him? Put the heat on him. That fins will take it.
Well, close quarters up here, buddy.
That's where those 6'6" rocks come into play good.
You like that, huh? It doesn't really look like a cobia, but he'll do.
It's not a bad little snook for this little bitty creek, is it?
No, and it's definitely something to do when the wind's blowing 30 miles an hour, you know?
You gotta do what you gotta do, right? I guess I'll go to some live bait now. That's a pretty snook. Well, welcome to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We're back up here in the Everglades. We got Captain Brian Sanders with us. It's been about 8 years since we had Brian on the boat. We're gonna see what we can do back here in the backcountry in the Everglades. Y'all stay tuned to this episode of Addictive Fishing. We'll be right back. Captain Brian Sanders, right here in the Everglades.
Let's go then.
There he is. Do it that way.
Okay.
How often do you get up here these days now? I know it's not near as much as you used to because you're not guiding full time anymore.
No, I'm just fishing a little bit on the weekends now. I work for a taxidermy company during the week now called Global Fish Mounts. All we basically need is the overall length of the fish, and what we do is we implement that size and those dimensions onto a mold that we already have. We have an artist that paints that fish as realistic as you could possibly get it, and it's 100% replica made of the fish that was caught. And it's really, really working, and it's the taxidermy of the future.
Dude, there's one right here, right underneath that.
Oh, golly. I was looking at you and something just ate this.
Hey, you always got to keep an eye on your own bait.
Is that the strategy?
That's the
Combat
strategy.
fishing?
Well, I was sitting there talking earlier and bam, one hit me. Well, I wasn't paying attention.
I was looking at the fish over there laying next to the log. Nice. He tried to eat it, didn't he? Did you see that?
There he is.
Nice one.
This little 6.5 foot pole's come in good. I think this is actually my 7 footer, but comes in good for close quarter combat fishing like that. You can
That was a
stick
good
it down,
bite.
Stick it down in the water real quick if you need to. It's not a bad little snooky.
Yeah, nice little fish.
Come here, dude. Now, if you see how I'm pulling these fish up, I am grabbing them by the lip and pulling them up. And it doesn't really hurt them when they're this size here, but when they get up real big, you always want to support that belly. Even these little ones like this, once you bring them up like this, if you're going to get a picture taken for them, hold their belly, smile, click, and you get a picture. But nice little snooky. You do got some big ones around, don't you?
I think so. You can just get one to bite.
He was just mad. Talk about combat fishing. What, you got about 8 feet of line out?
Yeah.
There we go. Come on. There he is. Oh. Oh. Biting underwater again. Coming on out.
Nice fish.
He's one of those that thinks he's about 10 pounds too. I bet his belly's nice and fat. After we've been sitting here.
How many
feeding
times did you feed him?
I don't know. I know that's the one you fed at least once or twice.
3 or 4 times, right?
Come on. All I'm gonna do is just show you to that camera, then I'll let you go there, little buddy. Get that hook out like I'm spitting that pilchard up. And if you see that hole right there, what happens is, as long as I got pressure on it, you're gonna be able to fight that fish and land him, but as soon as you let a little pressure go, that hook comes right on out. But that is a nice little green snook with a big old pilchard in his mouth, still alive.
Big fatty.
We'll let him keep that one and swim one off with him. Ooh, you spit him out. It's just such close quarter combat fishing here. Oh, look at that boil.
Nice fish.
fish.
See that one?
Yeah, he's coming right to my bait right now.
Wow, nice fish.
Oh, God, you should have seen the one that just followed that one out.
Can you back us up a little bit?
Yeah, I can. There we go. That's a good one there,
That's a good fish. Nice fish. What do you need?
Nothing. For him not to go back underneath that undercut. You see how I'm fighting this fish now? I got my rod all the way under the water, and he's hopefully gonna stay from underneath those mangroves. He's out.
Nice fish.
There we go, baby, right there. That's the kind we're looking for. In this little bitty creek. Right down here. Oh, can you turn that trolling motor off? I can grab this guy before he gets off. Got him. That's the kind of snook we're after in here. Right there, baby.
Nice fish, Blair.
That's what we're after. Nice. It takes a while, but like Brian said, you get back in here and you get all the little ones starting to eat, and then the big ones will start after the little ones get full, because those little ones are a lot quicker than these big ones, and we'll get the fish. We'll get to the bait first. Sucking on my thumb. There he goes. Straight to the bottom. Well, that's amazing. Seriously, I was wondering if we were going to get one that was, you know, a halfway decent sized one, because we've just been all over these little tiny ones and tiny ones. Probably caught, what, 20 or 30 of these little tiny ones in this creek, and we've heard them blowing up in the back. But
all underneath the bushes and
way back underneath there.
It's fun fishing. Did a great job getting him out of there.
It's combat fish. Now, if you saw how I did that, there's an undercut that goes up underneath there. Now, if I had my rod straight up like this, trying to fight that fish just then, it would have broken me off on any of the number of structure right there. But if I had my rod all the way down in the water like this, and my line is actually pointed up to the fish, you got a lot better chance of catching that fish, because he's not gonna run and hit all those roots that are just barely hanging in the water. On that note, it's time to reposition. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Some more snook or whatever from the Everglades.
Let's go then.
It's my Labrador Retriever. He's bringing me back a stick.
Come on. Big old snook bite.
Ooh, look at that up there.
Is that a fish?
Yeah, up here in front of us.
Look at that boil right there.
Boil back there. There's one.
Oh. Nice
That's
fish.
a good one too.
Nice fish.
Come on out, baby. Come on out.
Nice fish.
this little bitty rod and this 15-pound test pin's on here.
Nice fish. Ooh.
Look at him.
What do you got on
got
there?
a little bit
got
of
a little bonus
little
on there?
stick with him. It's my Labrador Retriever. He's bringing me back a stick. It's not a bad one. Right in the corner of the mouth where he should be. Come on, get off of there. Come here, dude. Yep, my Labrador Snook brought me back a stick. That's not a bad one. And see how much darker he is? He's been in here a while, stained up like an Easter egg. And check out that hook. That laser sharp is right in the corner of the mouth. He wasn't going nowhere.
It's a pretty fish. Look at the brownish gold color he's got.
That is a beauty. Let's say goodbye to that one. Get him back in the water here. Let him suck on my thumb. Look at that. Come on, dude. I want you to go back so Captain Brian can bring back one of his clients. He's backed up right under the boat. You got a nervous one over there?
Yeah, I do.
Well, let me get rid of my stick here that my Snook just brought me, and it'd be time to catch another one. I tell you what, live baiting is incredible down here. Another mud right up there. There's a fish. That's a good one there, brother. Come on.
Oh, jeez. I swear to God, I thought I was on the bottom, Blair. I'm not kidding you.
Oh, here we go.
What'd you see, Blair?
I thought he got eaten. Must have been a sawfish.
I don't know. Honestly, I thought I was on the bottom. I got a real nervous bait.
You got him that time?
I got him that time. Sawfish,
It
you're
is
right.
a sawfish.
You were right.
Uh-oh. A sawfish. This would be a first for the show.
I don't know, buddy.
So is that your first sawfish?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I got a pair of gloves. He won't hurt.
Yeah, he'll go through those gloves.
No, he won't go through these gloves.
Man, look at that.
That is the craziest looking fish.
Whew, be careful. He is a slasher, buddy. Wow.
See if we can untangle him. See if I can grab him flat here.
Careful, man.
I'll be careful with him.
We're a long ways from the dock.
Johnny Gay will give your
Make sure he doesn't jump up and hit you.
Let me get him untangled here. He's not even hooked, dude.
No?
Yeah, he is.
He's rolled up in it. Look at how flexible that is. I didn't realize that either.
Get him all
got
untangled
it.
here, and I'll show you this guy. They're actually in the ray family or a shark family, but that's something y'all are seeing for the first time that I've ever done right there, and that's hold a sawfish. That's wild. What they'll do with that beak right there, those things are like razor sharp. They'll get into a school of mullet. I'm gonna go ahead and let him go here.
Okay.
Wow. That was a little crazy, huh? And what they do with that bill is they'll get into a school of mullet and they'll thrash back and forth like that, and they'll cut them and injure them, and the mullet will come up and turn on their bellies, and then they'll come back and eat them as they sit on the bottom. But that was a neat first right there. First sawfish on Addictive Fishing, buddy.
It's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment down here in the Everglades. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more Addictive Fishing. And like I say again, who knows what we're gonna catch.
Let's go then.
There he is. That's a good fish there, brother. On today's Rig It Right segment, I'm going to show you what Capt Brian and I were out there using today. We were going to go offshore, show you a bunch of permit and cobia and all the nice stuff outside, but Mother Nature had other ideas for us today and made us come back inside and catch snook. Not a bad thing to happen. We were using an octopus style circle hook. Once again, you don't have to set the hook. As soon as that fish turns around and starts running the other way, automatically pretty much sets the hook himself. Beefing it up pretty good because we got all this structure around that we're fishing near. using 60-pound test Seaguar fluorocarbon leader, and moved up to 30-pound test, and this is the shock absorbing fins. And it really helps when those big snook turn around and run the other way because it pops your line real tight and it doesn't snap it. Brian likes to hook his pilchards basically in the tail. I like hooking mine right through the nose. If you hook them through the tail, you can get them to swim back up underneath the mangroves. If you hook them in the head like I do, you can skip them back under there and just let them drift down. Simple rigs. Now you can come down to Chuckaluskee, book Brian, and catch you all the snook that you want to catch. Remember one thing though, every season, right here in the zone at Dick's.
Rig It Right by Wright and McGill.
That was a nice fish, it just ate right
Sure
there.
was. You had a nice bite too, didn't you?
Yeah, got him on there with his head shaking.
That was a decent fish that ate a bait over there as well. Somebody's been coming in here because all the branches are cut, so maybe this is just the thicker part.
There he is. That's a good fish there, brother.
He is working you, huh? There you go.
Come on out, baby. Come on out. Come on out. What were you saying about a 10, 15-pound snook in here?
Come on, get him. That's a nice fish right there.
Coming right on by the boat. Okay, he's not 10 or 15. Maybe he's only about 7.
That's a nice fish for in here. Look at how tight this is.
This is called close
like
combat fishing here, huh?
Extreme fishing, huh?
Glad I got that 15-pound test on here.
You did a nice job.
He was all up in that mangrove. Right to you?
Look how black and dark this fish is.
You think this is his home?
Oh, he's been living in here, eating everything that funnels through here. That's a nice fish, Blair.
So look how skinny he is. You know that fish has been living back here.
That's a nice backcountry snook right there.
It don't get much more backcountry than this little hole, huh?
Extreme fishing.
Extreme combat fishing for sure. Here, let me see that snook a second. Always got to touch your fish. Oh, look at that puppy. Nice. Big old bulbous head on him. Labrador look. You know, they got it all going on. There we go, puppy. Right back into your home. Go on. There he goes. Right back to his home. Well, Mr. Sanders, I tell you what, it has been an adventurous day with this wind that we got today. It's been blowing 15 to 30 to 20 to 25, but heck, you know, you go with Capt Brian, you're gonna go catch some fish.
We made the best of it.
We made the best of it. So, hope y'all enjoyed today's show. A lot of snook, definitely a lot of snook. And
Had a great time.
And a sawfish too. Had a great time. Don't forget about the website, addictivefishing.com. And if you ever want to come down and book Brian, where do they need to go to?
You can go to globalfishmounts.com. Best way to reach me.
All right, go to globalfishmounts.com, book a trip with Brian, come down here to the Everglades, and who knows what you're going to catch. Don't forget about the website, once again, addictivefishing.com. You'll see what you didn't see on the show behind the scenes on the website. See you next week. Thanks, man.
If you want to watch more footage from this show, log on to addictivefishing.com for outtakes and bloopers.
See you there. You made me miss my fish! Double snook. There he is.
There he is.
There he is right there. Nice.
Oh!